This podcast is part of the It Was a Thing on TV podcast network.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Telling you, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce truly one of the all-time greats in professional wrestling, finally arriving at World Championship Wrestling. This man has done it all, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Welcome to Atlanta.
Ooh, yeah! I want everybody right now to freak out, freak out. The Macho Man is right here. And I'm here for only one reason, and that's to take it to the limit, yeah.
Can you be a little more specific about that, Macho Man? I know you've got to have goals and objectives when you come to an organization, a star of your magnitude, but what specifically do you have in mind?
You're right about that, because a lot of people out there call me hardcore. A lot of people out there call me cold and calloused. A lot of people out there think that I'm living on the edge and that I'm insane in the membrane and that I'm a time bomb and I could go ballistic at any second. And all those things could be true, but it doesn't ignore the fact that I'm here for one reason and one reason only. And that is to confront the man that goes by the name of Hulk Hogan. Now, Mean Gene Okerlund, I want to ask you a question right now.
Shoot.
Do you know a man that goes by the name of Hulk Hogan that hangs around here?
I hope you're not living in a cave and haven't been in New York, because Hulk Hogan is the WCW Heavyweight Champion.
He is?
He is the champion.
Well, you know, I think I might have a problem with that, because past, present, and future, the number one wrestler in the universe is the Macho Man Randy Savage. And Hulk Hogan, you're number two. So I don't care if you're in a garbage can, come on out here. I don't care if you're underneath the ring. Come crawling over here, because we got to do something man-to-man. We got a TCB, take care of business. Get him out here right now.
Well, I don't believe Hulk Hogan is available, but I don't think Hogan's the kind of guy that would ever back down from any kind of a confrontation.
Oh, is that right?
No.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. What I want you to do is tell me a situation where, when, what time that I can meet Hulk Hogan and get this thing resolved.
Real simple. He's going to be at Starrcade on December the 27th in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Starrcade?
Starrcade.
December the 27th, Nashville, Tennessee, Music City. Let me tell you something. I'm thinking about something right now. That's kind of cool right now, because I can wait. Good things can wait. I'm going to tell you something, Mean Gene Okerlund. By a hook or by a crook, the Macho Man is going to be at Starrcade. Oh, yeah, I am. And somewhere in the night, I'm going to have eye contact with Hulk Hogan. And one of two things are going to happen. One, I'm going to take my hand and put it out to you, Hulk Hogan, and shake your hand. The other thing that may happen is that I might slap you in the face and spin your head all the way back to Venice Beach, California.
What
Put the boots to you.
Thank you very much.
No, stop it right there. I'm going to tell you something right now. Hulk Hogan, Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Macho Man and Hulk Hogan have a date with destiny. Oh, yeah, Starrcade, dig it.
All right, the Macho Man Randy Savage already making his presence known here on WCW Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be right right back. Don't go away.
Folks, we're here on the Squared Circle Time Machine for the granddaddy of them all. It's WCW Starrcade 1994. It's me, Greg, with Dane. And Dane, someone is going to have their hand shaked or get slapped in the face.
And or maybe both.
Hey, you never know. It could happen to you.
It could happen to you.
All right, now let's talk about the story everybody's been talking about for the last week, and that is Gunther retiring the Invisible Man.
Yeah. It was really a good match until the ending just kind of felt really flat, I thought.
Yeah, it's like that was it?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much similar to the entirety of Seinfeld. Like, great series run, horrible series finale.
Yeah, but at least hopefully it'll be made up like 25 years from now when Gunther retires. And we'll get something as great as the Curb Your Enthusiasm finale with the equivalent of the scene where friggin' Larry and Jeff try to get the recipe for the salad dressing.
But hey, I mean, they're going to really lean into making sure Gunther is hated for doing so. Looks like they're going to be really leaning into it, because much like how Brock and Paul Heyman leaned into ending the Undertaker streak.
Oh, yeah, because as we all know, that did wonders for Cesaro/Claudio's career, what, didn't it?
Yeah.
We all thought, oh, wow, they're going to lead to this great angle between Brock and Cesaro. Nope.
No.
God, fucking 2014 WWE.
And people want to give out about current WWE.
Yeah, at least some of these matches and stories had payoffs, unlike that shit from 11, 12 years ago. Well, let's talk about the second biggest story in the week, and that is an NXT ref going into business for himself.
Okay, yeah, because either it seemed like it was obviously a botched ending, and also kind of heard that Blake Monroe also kind of got the wind knocked out of her too during that, so could have been like a rush decision, but at least out of it for now, we got new women's North American champion in Thea Hale.
And you know, good for her, because she's done some great work on TV lately.
Oh, yeah. I think it was a few weeks ago when Ethan Page and Chelsea Greener had like their celebration. And they had like the cake in their ring, and then Joe Hendry comes out and
she comes popping out of the cake.
Pop out of the cake and pies both Chelsea and Ethan, or not. I think, no, she pied Chelsea and Alba Fire, and then I think Joe pied Ethan, which of course led to the now famous "I've never been creamed like that in my entire life" line from Chelsea afterwards.
That's news to Matt Cardona, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess somewhat related to Matt Cardona and Joe Hendry. Joe actually now has a Ringside Collectibles figure out now.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. And best of all, it has like a button that you press, and it plays the Joe Hendry theme song.
Awesome.
Yes. Now, we have a main event for the NXT New Year's Evil show, and that's Oba Femi defending the NXT Championship against TNA's Leon Slater.
Both of them kind of stole the show a little bit on the last time is now Saturday night's main event. And Leon has really been stealing a lot of shows on both NXT and TNA, so this could be another one that's going to be probably coming over soon, much like Joe Henry.
So I'm thinking, okay, the show's January 6th, right?
Mm-hmm.
TNA's debut on AMC is January 15th.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, would they do a screwy finish in that match to set up a rematch on Impact?
Possibly, or we also got as well. I'm not sure if it's also happening in New Year's Evil, but we got a upcoming North American title match between Ethan Page and Mooks coming up here too.
Oh, that should be like fun. It's essentially a TNA versus TNA match when you really think about it.
Yeah.
I know Ethan's been on the roster for NXT for like a year and a half still.
Yeah. But it would be nice seeing another homegrown TNA star take a NXT title. And no, the Hardys don't count with the tag titles.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so. All right, so I guess we better get started with this show, and that is WCW Starrcade 1994 from the Nashville Municipal Auditorium. And, okay, Dane, we have the Hulkster taking on his former best friend in the whole world, the Butcher.
Yeah, and that's all that he's being referred to now as just the Butcher or Butcher. No more Brother Bruti or Brutus, the Butcher, Beefcake, or it's just, yeah, the Butcher.
All right. Well, you know what? We got this show opening, so how about we go to Tony, Bobby, and Gene to start this off, okay?
Hi, everybody. Tony Schiavone, me, Gene Okerlund, and Bobby the Brain Heenan, and we are here for the 12th Starrcade.
I don't mind telling you, the Edward Wood of wrestling. The way you dress is outrageous.
Thank you. You know, here in Nashville, out back, I've never seen so many pickup trucks. There's got to be 12,000 pickup trucks. There's 3 mules out back and an old, dirty-looking bloodhound. This is Nashville, Tennessee.
What I love you here, Heenan. I've got to say that. What a card tonight, Tony. I don't mind telling you this is the most spectacular thing I've ever been involved with.
And I believe Santa Claus has arrived as well. Up behind there,
Whoa, Santa Claus is showing up for this show, Dane.
2 days after Christmas.
Yeah, well, he had to take some rest after he delivered all those presents, Dane.
Well, of course, and what better way to do it than at this particular WCW event?
You know, Dane, that's Santa Claus. He looks kind of familiar to me.
Yeah, he does. He's got some familiarity in his face there. I wonder if he'll play into anything later on in the show.
Oh, I wonder. Well, you know, Santa's gonna probably get involved in some shenanigans. I'm sure there's been some naughty people in WCW in 1994.
Very much so.
Hey, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is with us as well. 2 days after Christmas.
I love that some, like, random ass kid decided to, like, show up Santa Claus wearing his University of Tennessee number 24 jersey.
Fans, right now we ask everyone here in Nashville to please stand as we are very proud to have RCA recording superstar Aaron Tippin sing tonight's national anthem.
Oh, I need to mention Aaron Tippin, the guy who's singing the national anthem. He is wearing a sweet-ass Tampa Bay Lightning jersey.
That is definitely a collector's item.
Oh, yeah, vintage Tampa Bay Lightning. Although, I'll be quite honest, when I talk about, like, vintage early 90s hockey jerseys, I'll go with San Jose Sharks.
Yeah.
I had, like, a sweet San Jose Sharks starter sweater back in, like, the 4th grade. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go back to Tony, Gene, and Bobby post-anthem.
All right. Our thanks to Aaron Tippin, and we are off and running for Starrcade. And gentlemen, a lot of talk about Hulk Hogan and Butcher, 2 best friends, lifelong friends, will finally collide in the ring tonight in our main event.
In addition, I should point out that the Macho Man Randy Savage has stated that tonight here at Starrcade, he will either shake Hulk Hogan's hand or he'll slap him in the face. That's a big...
How do you bet on that one? I bet he slaps Hogan right in the mouth.
How would he figure out, Bobby, he would slap him in the face? Not to spoil anything, but this was 2025. He'd lose a shit ton of money on DraftKings with that prediction.
I bet he knocks Hogan from here to Mississippi.
I'd like to see him slap you in the face.
See him slap you in the face.
Come on.
See him slap you in the face.
No slapping, not yet, as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, it was an addition of WCW's main event when the Macho Man Randy Savage told you, Mean Gene, exactly what his intentions were.
Yeah, he's like, I'm never gonna slap him in the face. I'm gonna shake his hand. Oh yeah.
The Macho Man Randy Savage, we have not seen him as of yet, but you can be rest assured that he has something in mind for Hulk Hogan later on in this telecast.
All right, this capacity crowd is standing by. By the way, the hotline is up and running tonight, and we're going to be talking to the fans later on with all of the backstage information.
It has been a big weekend here in Nashville. As a matter of fact, just yesterday, Pro Wrestling Illustrated at the Stouffer in Nashville, downtown Nashville, where our headquarters here, had their year-in review awards, or their achievement awards, for this spectacular issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. And named Wrestler of the Year, WCW World...
Okay, you can't see this, but they showed a copy of the PWI Year-End Awards, and Bobby ripped the cover. Bobby, that magazine's probably going to be worth some money in 30 years. Why'd you have to rip that?
Well, because they had to name Hulk Hogan as Wrestler of the Year, and this is probably a good 2-year precursor to Hogan lighting a copy of the Observer on fire at World War III. Illustrate this, Apter.
Illustrate this. PWI is going to be like a rag sheet. I'll tell you this, brother. In about 5 years, you should be going to WOW.
Heavyweight champion, Hulk Hogan. Let's go to those awards as presented by Bill Apter right now.
What?
Okay, yeah, so Bill Apter is going to present the 1994 PWI Wrestler of the Year Award to Hulk Hogan, which, okay, in kayfabe, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of made sense in that regards in kayfabe, but come on, I mean...
I hope there's a chapter in Brett's book about this and how pissed he was. Because now, listeners, you don't know this, but I recently got the audio book of Brett's book on Audible. So I've been going through it the last 2 days. So I'm up to like 91, 92-ish. So,
okay.
Yeah. Let me just say this. Ellie was a bitch.
Oh, she's always been one of the problem daughters of the Hart family.
But at least I'm glad that Bruce is and always will be the shits.
I think your past part there when I guess when Brett's talking, that Stu gave him a call up one day. Brett, gotta come and save my territory. Bruce is killing it with so many of his fuck finishes.
And you know what, Brett? For some goddamn reason, Bruce loves those ball shots. Yeah, that's all Bruce would do, according to Brett in the book, is ball shots. It's like, what? All right, so we got our opening match here. It's for the U.S. title as Hacksaw Jim Duggan defends the U.S. title against Vader, the number one contender. And he's been the number one contender for like 3 months now. He still hasn't gotten his damn title shot.
No, it's almost getting to be British Bulldog levels of, where's my title shot?
Where's my title shot, Nick Bockwinkel?
Oh, we'll get to that at the end.
Okay, so Hacksaw and Vader for the U.S. title. So let's go to the Scott review for this match. Vader attacks in the aisle, and Duggan actually beats him down and runs him into the railing, and then beats up Harley Race in the ring for good measure. Guess he really wanted to get the last word for the Slammy Awards brawl. Oh, what a great callback. That donkey should have settled that ass seated. They continue brawling on the floor, and Duggan runs him into the railing and then into the ring for a clothesline to put him back on the floor again. We don't seem to have ever had an opening bell, so we'll just wing it. Back in the ring, Duggan slams him and drops an elbow for 2. I don't know where this Duggan was for most of his WCW run, but I wish we would have seen it more. Yeah, he's like Mid-South UWF
Oh,
Duggan
yeah.
here.
This is, well, I guess maybe knowing Vader's style, he knew none of his old WWF stuff ain't going to work with him, so pick it up a notch.
Yeah, he's got to pick it up here. He's got to pick up the same pace he did with Shawn a year earlier.
Yeah.
Duggan slugs away on the ropes and drops the knee for 2. He goes to the chin lock as it slows down a bit, but Vader pokes him in the eye to escape, and then boxes his ears to put him down. Duggan drops an elbow for 2 and goes up for a diving elbow, but that misses unsurprisingly, and Vader clotheslines him to the floor. Duggan takes a bump into the railing, having found some crazy motivation that I don't understand, and then Vader drops an elbow on him on the way back to the ring. Vader gives him a shot to the ribs and goes up for the pump splash, and that gets 2. So Vader goes up again. Duggan kicks him in the nuts to block this time. Oh, man, who's booking this? Bruce? But Vader clobbers him, and Race gets some choking for good measure. They slug it out in the corner, but Vader claps the ears again and goes airborne with a moonsault, which misses. Duggan makes the comeback after absorbing a corner splash, hitting the 3-point stance, but Race breaks up the pin this time. Vader goes up with a body press, but Duggan catches him with a power slam as Race takes the ref again. Finally, Duggan's had enough shenanigans and tomfoolery, but Vader runs him into his own board and hits the facebuster slam to win the title at 10:32. Hot damn, what an opener from Duggan. Probably one of his best ever matches, 3.5 stars. The heel fans in the front row, literally jumping for joy with excitement, is also tremendous.
Yeah, this was actually a surprising hot opener. And like Scott, and probably a surprisingly good match from Duggan from this era.
You know what? Let me go to cage match because I wonder what Dave thought of that. So let me just try to find it on cage match here. Starrcade 94. Okay, I don't have a Dave rating for this match, so I might have to check on the F4W website. So just hold on one second. Oh my God, you know what Dave gave this match?
Well, I'm guessing he probably gave it a dud. That's just how crazy his rating and or vindictive he can be towards some people.
1.5 stars.
Oh, jeez. And we thought Dave was losing his mind here with deciding that the star rating system needed to be up to 6 and 7. And have a 3-star minimum starting point for Tokyo Dome shows.
If this was at the Tokyo Dome, I guarantee you would have given it at least 4 stars.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Dave. Okay, so let's go into an interview with Mean Gene backstage with the 3 Faces of Fear. Because you never know. A backstage interview could happen to you.
Yeah. Also a very comically made up tombstone there that's supposed to be heavy, but Kevin Sullivan and the Birchu are just tossing it around like it's just a small featherweight.
All right, we are back in the catacombs, if you will, of the Nashville Municipal Auditorium. And by the way, get the complete story on the WCW hotline tonight. Mike Tenay, Chris Cruz are standing by to fill you in. With me at this time, I have, ladies and gentlemen, the 3 Faces of Fear. And, of course, they're all going to be hotly involved in action tonight. Butcher, starting with you, what's the meaning of this tombstone?
Well, me, Gene, the Faces of Fear are here in force, and we took the liberty of bringing Hulk Hogan a little bit of a late Christmas present to put at the foot of his bed tonight.
And Kevin was doing a mock burial shovel.
And the tombstone reads, Hulkamania, rest in agony.
Oh, yeah, this is kind of agony, all right.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, tonight is my night, baby. I'm sky high, and I'm going to take home the WCW Championship belt around my waist, and we're going to go out and party tonight. Hulk Hogan, you're in for some pain. I came here to fight, and fight I will. And you're going to know that you've been in a fight tonight when you get done with this match.
You're scary, Butcher, very scary. Avalanche, tonight is going to be you one-on-one with Sting, the very popular wrestler of the year.
Sting, I finally have you. One-on-one. And I hope that your medical insurance is paid up.
because tonight you're going on a trip to the nearest emergency room in Nashville. You will feel the avalanche. You're finished, Sting.
Well, I got a question. Why doesn't Avalanche call his brother Tropical Storm Gordon to help finish off the Stinger?
I don't know.
There any other storms that he can summon, like a snowstorm that's like one of his siblings that he can help stop Sting?
Yeah, it's weird. Although, mind you, does Nashville get a lot of snowstorms? I'm not too familiar with the geography of.
Well, I bet they've got a lot of tornadoes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Could have. Oh no, wait, I think he was gone already. Kerry Von Erich.
Oh yeah, Kerry was already dead. He couldn't call on Kerry, unfortunately. Maybe he could consult Kevin. Maybe by default. Maybe he gets the Texas tornado power in the well.
Yep.
All right, Kevin Sullivan, finally.
Hogan, you can align all of your men in a row. Key, Sting, yourself, because the faces of fear met a man on the way to Nashville. Oh, yes, we did. You see, Hogan, their alliances sometimes have to be made, even to stop the most powerful force in the universe. The alliance was made, Hogan. We're not going to this with our backs against the wall. We've turned it around. This is the headstone. The funeral parlor has been bought. The gravestone has been chiseled. And the man has been paid.
The diabolical Kevin Sullivan, one of the three faces of fear. They're all in action tonight here at Starrcade. Let's get back to the ring.
I just love Avalanche just jumping
around, doing his temper tantrum stomping. And then Sullivan talking that the funeral parlor has been bought and the man has been paid. So, again, you're biting on Paul Bearer and Undertaker's gimmick there a bit there, Sullivan.
Okay, we got to get into the ring. We have our next match between the hot newcomer in WCW, DOS Wonder Kid, Alex Wright. And he's taking on somebody. What's this guy's name? Jean-Paul Levesque?
Jean-Paul Levesque. I know there was a Paul Levesque that Brian James and Kip James called out. Is this like his French cousin or something?
Huh, I wonder. Huh. Wait a minute, Dane. This guy kind of looks sort of Huh.
Well, his theme music sounds a little bit more terrorizing than anything.
Oh, it definitely sounds more terrorizing than anything. All right. Alex Wright against Jean-Paul Levesque. Now, Dane, I think you had a comment about Alex Wright's intro.
Yes. I think somewhere during the end, when he comes out, there's the camera pans to both, I think both the male and female fans wearing some white shirts and glasses, and they're vibing to Alex Wright's Eurotrash theme.
Oh, you know what? Alex Wright's theme was awesome. I loved that theme so much. I'm not gonna lie, I did dance to it. I did stupid DOS Wonder Kid dance. All right, here we go. It's Alex Wright and Jean-Paul Levesque. So here we go to Scott. I heard WCW had high hopes for this Levesque kid and his very convincing French accent. Hope they've got him locked up in a good contract. Levesque takes him down with arm drags and gives him a formal bow, which used to be his best high spot. JPL works the arm, but Wright takes him down with a head scissors. Actually calling him by his initials is lame. Hopefully no one does that moving forward. Levesque works a headlock and Wright escapes with a drop kick and goes to an arm bar as they are both very tentative here and probably had nerves. Wright works a hammerlock on the mat as they bore this unsuspecting crowd of Tennesseans, but Levesque finally has had enough and puts the boots to him to take over before offering another formal bow and suplex for two. Wright tries a body press and misses, landing on the floor, and Levesque gives us another formal bow. Man, he's going to run that spot into the ground if he's not careful. I don't want him to tear a quad. Oh! Meanwhile, Bobby Heenan makes references to Hogan's Heroes because he's hip to the culture of today's youth. And Frank gets a sunset flip, which is blocked by John Paul. You know, if he really wanted to go low, Dane, he could have made a joke about freaking what's his face? The leader. Oh, Bob Crane. He could have made a Bob Crane joke about how he died.
Ooh.
Yeah. Power Slam gets 2, and then he goes to a dramatic chin lock while making sure to flip his hair at opportune moments. Obviously, a student of the WWF champion at the time. Oh! We get more bowing from Levesque as he goes up. This is a flying elbow. Wright comes back with a spinning elbow and a hip toss for 2. Really bringing the aerial moves here, I see. They collide, and Wright is up first with a roll-up, and that gets the pin at 14-10. Just kind of an average TV match, 2.25 stars. And then Levesque went back to France, I guess, because we never heard from him again as far as I know.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because Bobby was talking that he was looking at forming some kind of alliance with Steven Regal, who was, of course, doing the whole British blue blood gimmick at the time.
Well, thankfully, Dane. Bobby Eaton would come out and try to help Steven to be his partner.
Yeah.
Oh, that was some great shit with Blue Bloods. But, okay, We're going to go back to Tony and Bobby here as they look ahead to the upcoming Clash of the Champions, which will be the finale of this arc. So, let's go.
Yeah.
Brain, what are you doing on Wednesday, the 25th of January?
Why?
Want to go to Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas?
Oh, I plan to be there for the NAPA convention.
Well, guess what? WCW will be there as well. The Clash of the Champions is live from Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas on Wednesday, January 25th at 8:05 Eastern Time, live on TBS.
Great town, Las Vegas, and they always know when I'm coming because I always see that big sign at Caesars. Welcome, say hello to Blue Eyes. Me.
How many times do we have to go over this? You are not the Blue Eyes they're talking about. It's Frank Sinatra.
Who? Never heard of him.
We are ready to go with our next event. It's for the World Television title as we go back to Gary Michael Capetta.
Frank.
Oh, God, Bobby. All right, Dane, we got our next match for the World Television title as Johnny B. Bad in his never-ending feud with the Honky Tonky Man. So I guess we better get ready for this intro, huh?
Take it away, Honky.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest. It is for the WCW World Television Championship. It is set for one fall. Introducing first the challenger.
What happened to the music?
Ladies and gentlemen, to be accompanied by the greatest promoter on the face of the earth, Colonel Robert Parker, along with May.
Where's the
Wait a minute, Dane. Why is Arn Anderson here?
And he's flanked, of course, with Colonel Parker and Ming. What happened to Honky Tonky Man?
I don't know. He must have gotten stuck in national traffic, I guess. Or he found out that he was going to do a job and he wasn't going to frickin' put over Mark Barrow. Oh, God. Why?
So, they have me out here with this motherfucker, Johnny B. Bad, who is, I guess, supposed to be what? Like a Little Richard impersonator or some shit like that? But he wants, so they bring me in to World Championship Wrestling, and I'm undefeated on television. And I keep saying to them, you gotta let me be undefeated, because if you make me lose, I'm gonna look like a jackass. And I ain't gonna do that shit for nobody. So I go, and I'm at the Halloween Havoc, and I wrestle this Johnny B. Bad for the television championship to a time limit draw. We did 10 minutes in the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. It was amazing. I mean, we were probably on that card that also had on it, a match of, it was Paul Orndorff and that Paul Roma, Pretty Fucking Wonderful, or whatever the hell their name was, going up against the Stars and Stripes, a goddamn Patriot. I mean, come on now. Dale Wilkes, seriously, come on. You got, Dave Sullivan going up against Kevin Sullivan. You got Jim Duggan beating Steve Austin. You got Vader going up against the goddamn Boss Man. And then in that stupid, ridiculous match, Hogan beats Flair I mean, in all honesty, I have to tell you, I think that me and Johnny B. Bad going 10 minutes coast to coast was probably the match of the night. And I don't give a shit what that Meltzer says. So you got us going now, and then we're going out to Clash of Champions, that stupid bullshit that they got going on. And I end up coming, and the only reason I did that was because they were going to put out a new song, A Honky Dog Baby, and I was excited because I was going to get a chance to really shine. And I end up fucking wrestling that Johnny B. Bad again, and he beats me by disqualification. So again, I still haven't lost. I haven't done the job. So I'm still doing good here as far as I'm concerned. So they got me going on now. They want me to go on against Starrcade. And I had said to them, now, I had been losing on the house show circuit to this Johnny B. Bad all over the place. We had Tampa, Tupelo, Mississippi, Springfield, Missouri, even in Moline, Illinois, which I wasn't that happy with because I got family in Moline, and my family had come in. But you know what the funny thing is that the booker on that show had told me I was going to go on first, so I had my family coming in, and then he ended up making me go on last, and my family had to fucking sit there a whole goddamn night. I wasn't really happy about that, but whatever the case is. So then they says, they're going, okay, we're going to have you at the Starrcade, and you're going to lose to this. Now I said, listen, why have me lose when I could beat him, win the title, and you could recreate the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, this time with the World Television title? And I fought for that, and I think I had people convinced. And I even said to Hogan, I said, what the hell's going on, brother? You're the one that runs it. Oh, brother, I don't know, brother. I don't know, brother. You got to talk to Eric Bischoff. And I went up to Eric Bischoff, and I said, listen, I'm not wrestling with a contract, and I'm in here doing jobs, and I don't mind doing jobs if you pay me a contract, but I ain't doing a fucking job to this friggin' clown that looks like Little Richard, who the only thing he's got going for him is he shoots off the goddamn pyro. That's about it. And I said, I ain't going to lose. You're looking at the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. You're looking at a bona fide megastar and the Honky Tonk Man. I ain't going to do the job. And Eric Bischoff said, okay, well, I guess we're going to have to come to an impasse. And I said, well, I guess you're right, and I quit. Now, he went on to say in a book that he wrote that firing me was his favorite thing of all time. And I got to call bullshit on that, because I didn't get fired. I quit. I told Eric Bischoff, basically, I'm firing myself. So I said, fuck you, fuck this company, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go see and if I can talk to Vince. And eventually I did make my way back to the WWE, but that was a couple years later, but it was fine because I wanted to take a year off, and, I got a crick in my neck or whatever the case was. But, basically that old time in WCW was a bunch of horse shit. And I really just don't, I'm glad I'm out of it, to be honest with you. I'm glad that part of me is behind me.
Oh no, now we'll never get that exciting rubber match for their never-ending feud.
Oh, this is just... Wait a minute, why am I upset, Dean? This is actually pretty good. We won't have Hunky bore the crap out of us during this match.
No, and got ourselves an Arn Anderson match.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty fun, so... All right,
and plus Ming in his sharp black suit and glasses.
Oh, yeah, Ming is always going to be fun here. Oh, hey, Santa's still hanging about with the crowd here.
Yeah, he's still out giving last-minute presents to all the good girls and boys of Nashville.
Yeah. You know what, Dane? I'm so happy. I guarantee you, though, next year, he's not going to sell out Santa Claus. He's going to stand by his principles.
Yeah. Stand by his principles and hopefully not get run over by Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, no, that would be terrible if he got ran over by Alberto Del Rio. Oh, fuck, I didn't even mention it in the current wrestling spot now that you mentioned it. Oh, fuck, I forgot to mention about Mick. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Okay, let's just bring it up now, because
yeah.
I don't know if anybody's pay attention or forget, or some of us probably scream, why did you talk about this in the comment? They probably didn't get to this part. Okay, let me just say this, okay? I don't blame Mick for being pissed about wanting to cut ties with Legends contract, because I know he said that he will not do stuff as long as Mr. Black is still in office. So that's the key word people are missing in all these reports.
Yep. But then also, let's not forget people who are also, WWE contributes to everything to the Republican Party. So I would go and audit Shahad Khan's donations as well there too, and see what parties he and candidates he has donated his funds to.
Oh yeah, because let's not forget that he and another bunch of NFL owners donated to the inauguration 2017. Let's ignore that.
Yep.
Let's ignore that because he's the father of our favorite wholesome billionaire.
Yep.
Oh God, please. If anything, this last week with Steve Cohen has taught me is that billionaires should be taxed. I'm now on your side, AOC. So, all right, let's get to this TV title match between Johnny and Orange. So, let me go to Scott here. This was advertised as Honky Tonky Man challenging. Here's a shocker. Honky was difficult to get along with. He got fired by Bischoff before the show. Oh, no, you don't say, Scott. Bobby knows that they should have bombed Nashville instead of Hiroshima, which would have been a hell of an unexpected military strategy if nothing else. Jesus Christ, Bobby!
Bobby, no. That's not how you win a war.
You don't win a war by bombing your own country. Come on.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's something that you would do like in Civilization 5 or 6, but not in real life.
No. I mean, I can see North Korea doing it, but here.
Yeah.
Bad tries a headlock and Orton takes him down with hair pulls to counter. But then Orton gets taken down and claims that his own hair was pulled, which is his tell that he's phoning the match in. Bad comes back with an Orton drag and drop kicks Orton out of the floor. Back in, Orton catches him with a spine buster and then works him over with some choking on the ropes. Orton with the abdominal stretch, but Bad escapes that and gets a sunset flip, which Orton blocks and gets too. Then he does the knuckle lock spot, which he lands on the other guy's knees, recycling all his greatest hits today. So the chin lock, which he turns into a sleeper. Bad reverses and Orton escapes with a jawbreaker. This match is so cliche that it's like watching a hacky comedian make jokes about airline food. Ever notice that when someone does a sleeper, the other guy reverses it? What's up with that? Bad with the sunset flip for two, but Orton rolls him up in the corner for two with his feet on the ropes. Then Orton gets caught and Bad finishes with his own roll up at 12:20 to retain. Come on, people. We deserve better than this. 2 stars. Okay, I will say it's a lot better than what we would have gotten with Honky, but it's still not saying much.
No, exactly. I mean, it was Orton by numbers, but it was definitely better than Honky by numbers.
That's for sure. Okay, we go back to the PWI Awards, where the Nasty Boys have been named the PWI Tag Team of the Year.
Okay, well, both in, I guess, kayfabe-wise, there again, that kind of makes sense, as I think the Nasties have been the more consistent tag team out there.
And they've had some good matches, because they had the match with Cactus and Max Payne at Spring Stampede, and they also had the street fight with Cactus and Kevin Sullivan at Slamboree, and the War Games match, of course. So 94 was a pretty good year for the Nasty Boys.
Then I think around this time, that's when the tag team scene in the WWF was pretty much on critical condition, because I can't even think of any actual tag teams other than, because I think the Quebecers were gone by then.
I mean, if you're going to give it to one, maybe the Head Shrinkers.
Yeah, I guess the Head Shrinkers were their own. I mean, the fact that they had to keep importing Rock and Roll Express and the Heavenly Bodies from Smoky Mountain to try and add life to their tag team scene. It probably indicates what state they were in, so.
Okay, so we have the Nasty Boys against Harlem Heat, as of course, Sherry is now with Harlem Heat.
Oh, yes, and we get a nice opening when Harlem Heat comes out. Get a nice line from Bobby Heenan. Look at the size of those two. They make a great pair.
Now, Booker has a great line here to the camera during the intro, so I want to play it.
Hard as a rock. Stupid rednecks down here in Nashville. We finna crank this sucker up. It ain't gonna take long to whoop two fat graffiti spraying pumps like that. Harlem Heat is here to stay, baby.
Yeah, Booker not too fond of this crowd here in Nashville.
No, too many of them were damn rednecks here.
Well, I don't blame you, Booker.
Yeah.
Nasty Boys Harlem Heat. Let's head to Scott. For some reason, the Heat aren't fond of the southern states. Not sure why. Might be worth investigating.
It wouldn't happen to be about the original pitch that thankfully never made it past just the pitch for their original gimmick. Did it?
Oh my God. And you don't want to know what it is, guys. No. You don't want to know.
All I can say is thank God Sid was never given a booking position anywhere.
Oh, God. Could you imagine? I don't. God loves Sid. God rest his soul. I'm very happy that Mattel's putting out a Monday Night Wars figure of him doing the Wobby Goldberg face. Which I think they're even including a crust core in that, which is great.
Yes, thank God. I might have to get that along with the Steve Blackman that comes with his little fighting sticks and cheese hat from Head Cheese.
Oh, well, let's be thankful, Dane, that we're never going to see an Al Snow Monday Night Wars figure dressed like he's representing Hong Kong. We don't want to have Asian American relations in this country set back even further.
No, we don't.
They slug it out to start and chase the Heat to the floor, as I'm blanking on who the tag team champions were at this point, if not these two. Patriot and Bagwell, Parker's Geeks. Anyway, Stevie Ray gets double teamed and chased to the floor, and they fight into the aisle before Knobbs goes after Sherry and gets clobbered from behind. The Heat take over, as the announcers clarify that, in fact, it is Stars and Stripes who are the tag team champions. Although, given it's Bagwell, they can't have been champions for long. And no, they don't, because Stars and Stripes, they have the belts for, I think, another month before Harlem Heat wins them.
Yeah, and the fact that the last few times that we've done WCW shows here, that they've seemed to change hands almost on a regular basis between Stars and Stripes and Pretty Wonderful, so...
Nasty's double team Booker, as I'm not clear on who the babyface are supposed to be here, and it's not really going anywhere anyway. Sags goes after Stevie Ray and Booker sends him to the floor, and more stuff happens. Back in, we get a lengthy bear hug from one guy on another guy, and I'm going to be honest with you. This is being written as Twitter is going down in flames in real time on Thursday night, and you're probably reading this on Wednesday morning, but my attention is sharply divided. Oh, at the moment. So I'm okay. So I'm kind of curious as to when Scott posted this. So I gotta go. Let me go into his OneDrive here because I have access to it. So let me just go to WCW pay-per-view 1994 and okay, Starrcade 19. November 17th, 2022. So this would have been when Elmo started.
Okay, when the Muskrat bought and decided to make it. It's fun to be comical on Twitter again.
Nope.
Nope.
Twitter might be even dead by the time this goes live on the site. No, I sure fucking wish, Scott.
3 years later, it's still dragging along.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Sags comes back with a double DDT on the Heat, but Sherry gets involved somehow into DQ at 17:50. Was that even like a finish? I'm not even clear on what was happening there. Anyway, this was a match. It happened. 2 stars.
Wasn't really clear on who the who were supposed to be the heels and faces here. I guess the Nasties were faces because that they do the post-match. They decided to take Sherry to Pity City, and got a reaction from the crowd. So I guess they were the faces.
Yeah. But let's be honest, when we think Nasty Boys and Harlem Heat, we got to go back to that match
concession brawl. Yep.
That we covered for Uncensored 95, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, meanwhile, at the WCW hotline, Chris Cruz is with the Hulkster and Jimmy Hart. Oh, this is going to make me want to pay the $1.49 for the first minute, 99 cents each additional minute. Okay, we have more PWI awards as Sting has been named the most popular wrestler of the year. And I think the award is kind of like, I think he reads Bill a note from a fan that says, you know what, with Hogan and everything, it's like people have forgotten about Sting, and we just want to know that we haven't forgotten Sting. So I guess that's why he gets this award.
That's almost as fictitious, not getting the Nobel Peace Prize. So here, have a FIFA World Prize, Peace Prize.
Oh, God. Who are you talking about, Dane?
Mr. Black.
All right, let's go backstage with Mean Gene with Sting. And I got to say, he's wearing the salmon tights on his WWE Network Spotlight Mattel figure.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the same face paint design that's on that WWE Network Spotlight figure from Mattel, but those orange salmon-covered pants, those ruled.
Yep.
I think those were also in like one of his UK exclusive Galoob figures. All right, let's go to Gene.
I don't mind telling you, I had the opportunity of celebrating that honor with you. As a matter of fact, I went down the street after the award ceremony, and I believe I got into a little bit of the bubbly. But that's another story.
God bless you, So that's where friggin' Jericho got that line.
I can just see a drunken Mean Gene stomping down Nashville, probably asking random people that they find him sexy.
Yeah, because as we know from Ready to Rumble, he wonders, Gene, if people think he's sexy.
Yeah, he asked Jimmy King that, and Jimmy King, at least he was sexy to Jimmy King.
Do people think I'm sexy? I think you're sexy. I mean, Gene, really, I do.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah.
We need to review that movie for the podcast, Ready to Rumble.
Yeah.
As bad as that movie is, that movie
is fun. Yeah. And even though OSW Review did a good job, yeah, it needs to be reviewed on this podcast too.
Yeah, that No Holds Barred.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Suburban Commando one day. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just remember, Christopher Lloyd was frozen today. So
Christ, I was frozen today.
Don't forget, tonight on the hotline, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have all of the up-to-the-minute results on Starrcade 94 Sting. Moments from now, here in front of this capacity crowd at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium, you're going to be locking up with this awesome force known as the Avalanche at 500 pounds plus.
Mean Gene, let me tell you something. It has been weeks and weeks that everybody's been talking about what they're going to do at Starrcade. Well, I'm tired and more tired of talking about what I'm going to do. All I want to do is mention one thing. Avalanche is talking about how I look to the Stingers worldwide. Well, I got news for you. Yes, I do look to the Stingers. All different shapes and sizes and colors, painted up, spiked hair, just like I said when I got my award, and I mean every word of it. They are my lifeblood, just like wrestling is my lifeblood. So I will walk into this either a loser or a giant killer. And Mean Gene, I gotta lay it straight for you right now. I feel like a giant killer!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the reaction for the crowd out of the arena, nothing but positive for Sting. Right now, let's get you back to the ring here at Starrcade 94.
That was actually a very good promo from Sting.
Oh, yeah. One of the few bright points of this era of WCW was always a Sting promo for me.
Okay, we got our next matchup as Kevin Sullivan is going to be taking on... Oh, fuck, Dane. He's taking on Mr. T!
Why?
I don't know. And Mr. T, I guess, hasn't changed any clothes because he's wearing the same 90s ref outfit from the Clash.
Yeah, he still got his nightcap ref. I mean, I guess it's at least another decade or so before we get the Nashville Predators in there, so they couldn't give him like a Tennessee Volunteers.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is before the era of like NIL, Dane, so you can't, unfortunately, wear a Todd Helton Tennessee Volunteers jersey. Okay, well, here we go. Mr. T against Kevin Sullivan. Here's the Scott review. Well, this definitely falls under things that I had blocked out of my memory. T is dressed in referee gear for this and hits Kevin with gut shots in the corner. But Sullivan sends him to the floor for what we'll call a bump. Back in the ring, Kevin beats on him, but Santa Claus hits the ring and reveals himself to be Evan Sullivan. Oh my God, Dave.
Wait, Evad has been Santa the whole time?
Oh, I didn't even realize. It makes sense now.
Okay.
And he hits Kevin with the megaphone for the pin at 4 minutes, according to Scott.
Yeah, that's Jimmy Hart brought down for Santa and / Evad. He put in his sack.
Scott says this was a stark reminder that 1985 was a long time ago. T managed to blow himself up doing punches in the first minute. -2 stars. This was right up there with some of the worst celebrity matches of all time, although it was forgettable more than terrible. You know what, Dane? I hate to say this, but Kevin Federline is a much better worker than Mr. T.
For sure. I mean, Lawrence Taylor, Bam Bam Bigelow, this was definitely not.
No. But, Kevin is going to go after Dave, who's still with the crowd in this Santa costume. So let's go to that.
Hands on his brother. Just wait. He's not done yet.
His brother better get out of there. Kevin's behind him.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, my goodness, he's beating up Santa Claus.
Not Santa Claus. That's Evan.
He's this nut.
He's not.
This evil man is beating his brother.
Well, he should have. He should have beat his brother years ago. He should have kept him in line, but Hogan's behind all this. Hogan's the one that ruined this family. Talk about Santa Claus coming to town.
He's given.
Oh, you know what? That's funny. As Kevin's going for the pile driver, and Bobby says, "Talk about Santa Claus coming to town." Look at Dave right here.
Oh, God, he's got... Yeah, his Santa Claus pants have come down, and he's got his... I'm hoping that's his wrestling tights on that's showing to the world.
Well, good thing he had his trunks on, because could you imagine if he gave that Nashville crowd a full move?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, no, now Kevin's taking Santa Dave's belt off. Oh!
You give him a good whipping.
Oh, why? Why did Evan deserve this, Dane?
Well, he turned his back on Kevin becoming a big Hulkamark, obvious, and Sullivan don't like that.
But you know what? If Kevin had just given Dave some of the money he won from that Battle Royal and Continental, he probably wouldn't have been a Hulkamaniac.
No, exactly.
Oh, this is just so terrible, Dane. Oh, okay. Well, why don't we just go back to Tony and Bobby in the booth?
Dave certainly got what he wanted to do, did what he wanted to do to his brother Kevin, but then didn't leave the ring and then paid for it.
You see how dumb he is, Shivani? He blindsides his brother from behind, and he now is laying out cold. Now he's being carted out. Your best bet would have been to get on your hands and knees and beg forgiveness from your brother. But no, you're not smart enough. He's going to knock some sense into his head real soon. Wrap it up, Shivani.
Kevin Sullivan is a maniac. Kevin Sullivan is on the loose.
He's nuts.
And that's going to be trouble for many people, I'm sure. Well, fans, we still have a couple big matches, 2 of the 3 main events still to come, but we want to talk to you about our next pay-per-view. It is Super Brawl. As you know, each and every February, Super Brawl is The annual WCW pay-per-view Super Brawl 5 will come your way on Sunday, the 19th of February, only on pay-per-view. Super Brawl was your first pay-per-view last year. You remember that?
I remember that. What, you think I don't remember what happened a year ago?
You never know.
You never know. It could happen to you.
It could happen to you.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, Hulk Hogan still to come against Butcher. We've seen what frame of mind that Kevin Sullivan is. The fact of the matter is that when Butcher is around, the other two faces of fear are around, and then there's the Macho Man Randy Savage. What will he do in this telecast? Will he slap Hulk Hogan in the face, or will he shake his hand? And you heard the comments from Kevin Sullivan in their interview earlier. Maybe the Macho Man is going to become a face of fear as well.
Let's watch it. Let's see what's going to happen.
With those questions in mind, we take you now to Mean Gene Okerlund.
Wimp.
All right, gentlemen, I must caution you. It got a little racy back here in the locker room area. We had to kind of clear it out here. We had a few people running through in the buff. Hulk Hogan, come on in.
What did Mean Gene say? We had a few
People running around
in the buff naked? Why did you have to mention this, Gene, to all of us? Okay, but the Hulkster and Jimmy Hart are going to be coming with Mean Gene here, so...
Yeah. I'm hoping they're fully clothed after that statement, Gene.
Well, let's be thankful that Dave was, or at least had the sense to put his wrestling trunks on under his Santa costume, because otherwise, oh my God, what's going on here with these?
I mean, Flair's supposedly retired, so he's not having an old Nature Boy party back there, is he?
Oh, no. No, I hope to God not.
Along with Jimmy Hart. Ladies and gentlemen, the WCW Heavyweight Champion of the World here at Starrcade 94. Hulkster, this is your very first. There have got to be so many things running through your mind right now. The fact that you've got a title defense against the man that you thought was your friend, your lifelong friend, the Butcher. And also, another question we've got to address. What about the presence of the Macho Man here tonight? You got a lot of things going through your dome right now.
Well, you know something, brother? We could go ahead and put the cart in front of the horse, man. But you know, if I had my druthers, I was hoping coming down to the 11th hour, man, when it came down to the final moment, that something would happen with the Butcher, that something would snap, that he'd remember something in the past, brother, that he'd realize that blood is thicker than money, greed, or evil, man. And then he'd come to me and say, Hulkster, I made a mistake. Maybe we could call the whole thing off.
Wait a minute. So Hogan was hoping that Drew and I would all of a sudden realize, nah, I don't want this after all. Let's call it a truce.
Yeah, to quote Gorilla, highly unlikely, Hulkster.
But you know, around the dressing room, the word is out. He's on an ultimate high. The faces of fear are the ones that are running wild tonight. And so with that in mind, Jimmy Hart, we know what we got to do, man. We got to focus on the cancer with body, mind, spirit, and soul in the power of Hulkamania. We got to take care of all the family business, Jimmy Hart. And wait a minute. And as far as the Macho Man goes, if he makes a mistake, if he steps over that razor's edge, he will end up just like the Butcher, because everybody knows the Macho Man and I have wanted the same thing for a long time, the WCW title. And on a personal note, shooting with the whole world, they know how the Macho Man feels about me. And our personal differences have never been settled. You can take that to the bank, brother.
I know about some of those personal differences. Now,
good to know, Gene.
Good to know, Gene, yeah.
Well, it makes sense because, I mean, Hogan and Savage, as I think we mentioned earlier, they never had their issues settled, so...
Nope. And Gene was there if the story about WrestleMania 9 was being accurate there about Hogan's Shiner.
All
right, let's hear from Jimmy.
Jimmy Hart, why don't you toot your horn?
Well, you know, all I've got to say is this, baby. Why don't you jump on Hulkamania's bandwagon like everybody else in the world's been trying to do? But I'm there, baby. I will never turn my back on this man. With every breath that I have left in my body, I will always stand by this man's side.
Oh, that's good to know, Dane. Jimmy's never going to turn his back on Hulk.
He was friend to the end, the one person that Hogan can truly trust.
Oh, yeah. He's never going to do anything, malicious against him, so...
Yeah, forever and ever.
I mean, let's just say that Jimmy, for some reason, got brutally attacked or something.
Yeah.
Let's say that. If that ever happens, I heard that if he ever got attacked, he'd call upon something called Yapapai, and I don't know what that means, Dane, but
No.
wonder what that is.
The power of the Yapapai when he's getting rolled away on that slow rolling coffin, brother.
Oh yeah, that would be terrible if that ever happens, Dane. Forget whoever fucks with Jimmy, they're screwed.
They're gonna feel the strapation of the Yapapai Indian strap, brother.
It's my all-time favorite word the Hulkster gave me, strapation.
Macho Man, you better get ready, baby. Are you friend or are you foe?
Well, it's you've got one man here.
You've got nothing. All I need is one Hulkamaniac like Jimmy Hart in this world. The butcher will go down at my feet. Anybody else, brother, that wants a piece of it, you're going to see the new Hulk Hogan. I'm tired of giving quarter. I'm tired of laying on my rear end. From now on, brother, the world title's on the line. So is the rule book as I tear my opponents in half. If I have to do that to the rule book, the butcher, the Macho Man, so be it, because what are you going to do, brother?
I'm going to be here to watch it all, Hulk Hogan. I got to tell you something. He is ready for this one tonight.
You know what, Dan? I just thought of something. This was setting the seeds of the dark side of Hulkamania like 10 months early.
Well, yeah, exactly.
He warned us.
He warned us, yeah. This was all coming down because of everyone's showing out of the woodworks after his title.
Oh, man. Okay. So we got Sting taking on the Avalanche. So, this is going to be a good matchup, Dane. I have a sense here. I hope it's going to be good.
Well, yeah. I mean, John Tenta is about the same size as Vader, and I've always enjoyed the Sting Vader matches, so certainly nothing will bugger this matchup.
Oh, no. Surely nothing's going to ruin this match, I bet. No. So here's Scott for Sting and Avalanche. Wait, Mount Everest is in Washington. I'm assuming they meant Mount Everett there. This was a reasonably high-profile match, although Tenta was already kind of playing third banana in the heel group, so that didn't bode well for his future prospects in the Hogan regime. Also, much like the Boss the year before, I have to wonder whose bright idea it was to name him after a natural disaster and dress him in basically the same gear that he wore in WWF. How many lawsuits do these brain surgeons have to go through before they figure it out?
Well, that, and also his entrance theme was very similarly sounding too. I mean, Earthquake Rumbling and Avalanche Rumblings are pretty much the same thing, so...
They do a test of strength and Sting fights out of it, but Avalanche works him over in a corner, looking super unmotivated. Sting tries for a slam and that fails, so Avalanche drops an elbow for 2. Sting slowly chases him to the floor, and Avalanche hangs out there and stalls for a while, and then back in for a headlock as we're 10 minutes into this thing with fuck all happening. Kevin Sullivan yells at Avalanche to finish him from the floor after a headlock. Slam gets 2. Avalanche just kind of throws Sting down a few times, not really doing anything. It goes to a bear hug, but Sting escapes and goes to a sleeper. Avalanche falls on top of him to escape, and that gets 2. Jesus, Tenta was just in the WWF doing passable matches 6 months before this. It's not like he retired for a decade or something. He's moving like he's 60 years old out there. Finally, Sting makes a comeback with dropkicks, and Avalanche just stands there and takes it, resulting in the ref getting bumped in the corner on the Stinger splash. So Kevin Sullivan runs in, and they double him Sting until Hogan makes the save, and it's a DQ at 15-15. One of the worst pre-Crow Sting matches ever, 1 star.
Yeah, like I was really disappointed, and like Scott was saying there, like Tenta seemed to be moving quite sluggish, and Sting, like this was not the match I was expecting.
Oh no, it's kind of whatever.
And in the end, of course, the DQ ending and Hogan making the save also didn't help either. So.
Well, we do get another PWI award, as Jimmy Hart has been named the 1994 PWI Manager of the Year, which, okay, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, who else did you have around it? I mean, management, their 2 managers were kind of on the way out. I guess you could have given it either to Jim Cornette or Ted DiBiase with his $1 million corporation forming. He convinced Tatanka to sell out, even though we all thought he got Lex Luger to sell out. So that's got to be some kind of managerial mastermind stuff.
Yeah, he fooled 54% of the fan base.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just remember, Dane, as we said, Jimmy's never going to turn on the Hulkster. He's going to be there forever.
Yeah, exactly. There won't be any reasons in the next year or so that Jimmy will want to put in some kind of loophole into a contract with a match with Hogan, where if he lost, or if his opponent won by DQ, that he would somehow lose the title.
No, that would never happen, because if that happened, who would run Pastamania's business?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I want to see the reaction from Bobby to Jimmy winning the award, so let's go to that.
Okay, congratulations to the Mount. Would you get your feet down, please?
I feel nauseous.
Why?
Jimmy Hart, that's syrupy.
Nevertheless, we are just about
All right, so we're getting the video for the package for this feud between Hogan and the Butcher, because Hogan never thought that his knee was going to get attacked, but you never know. It could happen to you.
It could happen to you. Your best friend turning on you.
And then we get the part where Hogan got the sleeper at the Clash from the Butcher, because as freaking Bobby said, the LAPD, they banned the sleeper. And okay, the one thing in the Clash episode that I didn't get, which I'm ashamed we missed, Bobby mentioned something about Merlin Olsen sending him flowers, which is like the best Steve Hunter commercial from Bobby ever. Those flower ads with Merlin Olsen. All right, so here we go. It's the Butcher against the Hulkster for the WCW Championship. Oh my God, Dane. Look at what the Butcher's brought with him.
He brought himself a Hulkamania shirt.
Oh, no, he's going to rip the shirt. Oh.
Sergeant Slaughter at least had the decency to light it on fire during his Iraqi sympathizer gimmick.
I love Avalanche just doing a golf clap. Butcher is just, he's going to kick that like, F this. All right, so here we go. Look at these 5 fans here.
All got their shirts up and chest painted with Hogan. At least they got together and made sure that everyone had the right letters. It would have been funny if someone had like, if the A guy had like a G, and then if he was another G, it would be Hog.
Oh yeah, Hog. We would have had a Capote situation. Friggin' that's for you, Mike. Capote. Didn't think that we'd talk about Capote ever on this podcast, Mike, but we did. Hope you're happy, Mike. Oh, wait a second. Someone went in print shop on Apple II and printed a Hulk rules with the construction paper on the side.
That is so 1994. The dot matrix printer paper.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to Scott here. The WCW title on the line between Hogan and the Butcher.
And of course, we also had Michael Buffer doing the ring introductions. And again, we had Buffer referring to Hogan as the King of Hulkmania.
Christ. All right, here's Scott. I love how the pre-match promo doesn't even pretend to make any kind of sense of the Butcher's storyline. Well, there was one guy who attacked Hogan while Beefcake was standing there. So I guess there were 2 guys who were the masked man, but one of them was the Butcher, and we won't bother mentioning who the other one was. Later on, I believe we learned that Butcher didn't actually turn on him, but was in fact infiltrating the MMA team. Oh, yeah, spoilers, Scott.
Oh, yeah. God. Yeah, spoilers there, Scott.
Yeah, we don't want to get ahead to booty, man.
Yeah, we don't, yeah.
Tony clarifies that it's more than a fight. It's a battle of 2 men who loved each other. Well, I mean, sometimes it gets... sometimes it gets cold in that speech, brother. Totally fine. I don't want to body shame anyone Butcher looks like Mongo's older, less toned brother here. And maybe if he hadn't committed to looking like he did as the disciple here, it might not have been so lame to watch him challenging for the title on the supposed biggest show of the year.
You know what? He brings up a good point here because, he definitely should have got himself into some kind of shape rather than just pear shape.
Yeah. Scott says, yes, I know what Eric Bischoff says about Starrcade regarding the biggest show of the year. Anyway, they fight on the floor and Hulk hits him with a chair and chokes him out while Bobby talks about all the screws in Butcher's face. Oh yeah, Hulk, don't attack Butcher. I mean, he's got those screws in his face. You don't want to rip his face off.
Yeah, he should have kept that super titanium face mask that he gave him for the WrestleMania 9 tag match.
Yeah,
the same thing that they went to all the, I think, Kmart's and took all the chairs and hit him in the face just to make sure to see how strong it was.
Listen, brother, I know you got a blue light special on these chairs, but I need to use them for a scientific test. I'm going to hit my best friend in the face with it 5,000 times and see if it holds up. I'm pretty sure those facial screws were the intellectual property of the WWF, and he had to replace them with dry roll anchors when he left the company. Also, any references to a parasailing accident had to be digitally altered to a home renovation project gone bad as part of the WWE Network's move to Peacock. Back in the ring, Butcher comes back with the dreaded back rake in the ring and slams Hulk for 2. Hulk pops up and slugs Butcher down before using his own back rake, so touche. Tony notes that Hulk is so frustrated that he might take a swing at the ref, which would be uncharacteristic. Has he met Hulk Hogan? But Scott, Hulkster said he wasn't playing by the rule book anymore.
Yeah, he decided to wreck the fools.
Hulk slugs away in the corner, but Butcher catches him with his head down. Surprisingly, not blinded by the house lights reflecting off the bolt spot, and goes to the dreaded nerve pinch. Tony suggests that Butcher should be nominated for the Backstabber of the Year award by PWI, but I think they discontinued that one in 1983. Hulk fights out of the nerve pinch, but Butcher gets the sleeper and then releases it and covers for 2. Hulk up and a leg drop finishes at 12:02, while the other two Faces of Fear run in and do a beatdown. It could have been worse, I guess. 1 star.
That ending was stupid because Brutus has him in the sleeper. He pins him and then he jumps around celebrating as if he thinks he's won the match and the title. And then, of course, we get Hulk up, Kip up, Hulk boot, Hulk win. Now we get to see this part.
Hulkster's got a chair here. And okay, Dane. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Let's go to it.
It's a standoff. Oh, here it comes.
It's 4 against 2. The Macho Man.
The Macho Man is in. Uh-oh.
Now he was holding on to himself. History is going to be made. Let's see what happens. You and me, brother.
Oh no, Dane! The Macho Man is sided with the Faces of Fear!
Yes, now that the 4 Faces of Fear.
Oh no, this is terrible, Dane.
This doesn't look good for the Hulkster.
Oh no. Oh, he's gonna slap him in the face. We're gonna see it. Oh, this is gonna be horrible. Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna slap him in the face and he's extending the friendship hand out to Sullivan and Butcher. So Savage was right. He's either gonna shake someone's hand or he's gonna slap someone in the face. So let's see what goes on next.
Yeah, let's see.
Do the thing right here. We did a goal here right there. Savage hates it. He hates that man.
This must be the fear of the future. It's 4-on-1.
Right? This 1995 is going to be alive here at WCW.
He's shaking the hands of the Faces of Fear.
Well, you know he's not going to shake Hogan's hand.
Oh, he's ganging up right behind the Faces of Fear. Oh, no, this is good. Oh, so I'm guessing the Faces of Fear are going to attack the Hulkster, and then they're going to leave him for Savage.
Yeah, that's actually smart thinking for Savage, at least. Let them do all the hard work and then let him pick up the scraps.
Oh, this is gonna be terrible. All right, I don't know if I can play. All right, let's continue here. What?
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 Savage jumped Sullivan from behind and knocked over Butcher, and then lets Hogan take a chair to Avalanche.
Savage surprised he was just taking a nap.
Yeah, exactly. Now him and Hogan can ride off on jet skis into the wilds.
In Ghana, yeah, where they could start a charity, which will later be inherited by Kofi Kingston. I don't know how Kofi Kingston inherits that, but
yeah,
don't ask.
Don't ask. It's
whoever made that storyline in the 2K game. So, all right, so yeah, Savage and Hogan, they're attacking the face of the fear. So let's continue playing this.
Oh no! Here's up at Hulk Hogan.
The Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan together.
Tell me this isn't right. Tell me I've lost my eyesight. I'm not seeing this.
Sending the three faces of fear out of here. See you later. Goodbye.
Savage, you no good, lying, cheating, filthy, yellow, low-life slime. You've lied to the world.
What do you mean he lied to the world? He said he was even going to shake his hand or slap him in the face.
Yeah, how was that lying? He's obviously going to shake his hand, but oh, here's some interesting foreshadowing. Savage with the big gold belt.
Huh.
While Hogan's doing his hot dogging and grandstanding, yeah.
Oh, that won't be an issue later on down the line.
No.
WCW? No.
Of course not.
There is a fear of the future for Hulk Hogan. It's not the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Savage, now hit Hogan with the belt. Hit him with the belt. And then take the chair and waffle him. Waffle him. Savage, please. Tell me I'm not seeing what I'm seeing.
And amongst all this tension,
come on,
all this emotion, Hulk Hogan holds on to the World Heavyweight title. Uh-oh.
Nashville will never be the same. What's going to happen here? Wait, Savage still might do something. Wait. Look at his eyes. Look at the intensity. He is going to nail Hogan with the chair or the belt. Watch him.
Bobby is like Homer with the pig. It's like, it's just a little dry. It's still good. Still good. Oh, he just helped Hogan with the face of fear. He's still gonna turn. He's still gonna turn.
He's got the title. He's gonna still turn. He's still gonna turn.
It's gone, Bobby. I know.
I'm telling you, something's gonna crack here.
They're standing in the ring together, Brain.
He turned his back on Savage. I'm telling you, you can't trust Savage. He's gonna nail what?
And the Hulkamaniacs cheering for the Macho Man as well.
I know what Savage is doing now. He don't care about the three faces of fear. He wants Hogan all to himself. Hogan, you hypocritical, no-good loser. There's a man that came in the ring and saved you.
There you go. The Macho Man and the Hulkster shake hands.
I'm gonna hurl.
I just well, Bobby Heenan just giving out. So, no, I'm gonna hurl after we get the recreation of the Mega Powers handshake, and now we got the double posing and more hot dogging and grandstanding.
Well, Dane, we said that Hogan needed someone bigger than Dave, unfortunately, because as much as we love Dave, no,
that wasn't working.
No, so we needed somebody big. So, now we got the Macho Man on his side. So this is gonna be great. It's the good old days are back here again.
Happy days are here again. We got the Mega Powers, and of course we got also ran Sting as well too.
Yeah, so we got the Mega Powers, we got Sting, we got a great three combination answer to the Faces of Fear.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go backstage to the babyface locker rooms. Everyone's going to be celebrating with the Hulkster.
Yeah, I mean, he dispatched that nasty butcher. So the jubilation on hopefully no one's in the buff, Gene.
Oh God, that would be embarrassing. We don't want to see that.
Especially when the first two that we see are Knobs and are the nasty boys. So I don't want to see a naked Knobs.
No, and I don't want to see a naked Sags either. As much as I love Jerry Sags, no. I love him. Speaking of Sags, I love that he has like a blue plastic cup in his drink. That's like my spirit animal right there, like what Jerry's got on.
Yeah.
And everybody loves this man. There you see Mean Gene. Go ahead, Gene. All right, Tony, what a way to end 1994 in front of this capacity crowd, and of course millions all over the world watching on pay-per-view. Hulk Hogan, finally you have done it, and if this is any indication of what
Okay, now let me just describe the babyface locker room. We got the Nasty Boys, we got Johnny B. Bad, we got Alex Wright in a nice Kelly Green t-shirt on.
Yeah.
And we have Brad Armstrong in his sweet mullet.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Dave wearing a snapback baseball hat backward. Oh, we got Nick Bockwinkel too here.
Yeah, Nick Bockwinkel's back there too.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's to set up the next main event for the next pay-per-view.
Yes. But who will that opponent be?
1995 is going to be like, I can hardly wait. What a better year for Hulkamania.
Well, you know something, brother? I got one thing to say, and that's, ooh, yeah, brother.
Oh, I noticed that in the back is my boy, Jim Barnett.
Oh.
I don't want to know what Jim Barnett's in the back for.
No.
Because if you know, you know.
Yep.
Of course, referring to the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Brother, he walked that fine razor's edge. He could, it was all strategy on the Macho Man's part. He kept me razor sharp. He kept me fine-tuned, brother. He kept me on the edge, man. But I was hoping.
I don't know what this Patrick Duffy-looking guy in the red hat is.
No.
I don't. Would that be Scott? Would that be Scott Armstrong? I don't.
Could be. I think the hat looks like it's a Philadelphia Phillies hat, so.
Looks like a Tebow Philadelphia Phillies hat.
Yeah.
At the 11th hour, the Butcher would turn his life around, brother. I talked to Jimmy up until the last minute, Jimmy Hart. I said, maybe he'll cave in. Maybe we'll do this thing straight up. Maybe he'll realize just getting it on one-on-one would be the family way to go. But all the family business is down the toilet, brother. We realize he's rotten to the core. And like I said, brother, the Macho Man kept me razor sharp because I didn't know if he was friend or foe. Ooh, yeah.
Macho Man.
Hello, Max. Decided to trip the light fantastic out there. Think I broke a promise to kill Sullivan and the Butcher and the Avalanche. But I'm sorry, dickhead. Yeah.
Hulkster, I still can't help but believe. Please, gentlemen, I know that there's a good reason to see the making, but I can't believe right now that you seem to be a little down on the mount.
Well, brother, nothing wrong with a victory. Nothing wrong with the greatest wrestlers in the world challenging me every night in the WCW. But when I stared in the brother's eyes, when I realized he wasn't going to cave in, I had to do what I had to do, brother. I felt like taking him down, beating him right in the center of the ring. I beat a little piece of myself, brother. And I don't know how to say it other than when somebody's that close to you for so many years, man, it's not a shallow victory, but I tell you.
I love that Jesus nodding along with his cup like, yeah.
Yep.
You tell him, Hulkster.
Yeah, man, I wish I could have turned the thing around, brother.
Well, I'll tell you, it just wasn't to be, and I still can't believe that this guy sold out a lifelong friend. What the hell is that?
Oh, no.
A Wild Vader is about to appear.
Oh yeah, because remember he's still the number one contender, and now he's the U.S. champ.
Yep.
So he is going to demand his title shot. He's going to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is not, the 20 years later we can declare the Money in the Bank.
No.
No, he can't do that. So he's got to go and request the title match himself.
Yeah. And sadly, no trash cans that he can maybe throw at Jimmy Hart to give him amnesia.
Where is that coming from? Don't let anybody in here. Hey! Oh, for
How convenient that there was a guy with a camera outside.
Yeah. Vader probably dragged him and was like, come on, hey.
Come with me, camera guy. I want you to watch this.
Watch this.
I'm going to tear this door down with my foot.
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. It's time to listen to Vader. Mr. Buckwinkle. Hogan, the whole world is watching, and the whole world is listening. Look into my eyes and listen to what I have to say to you. You're living with a demon, brother, and the demon is called fear. That's right. For the first time in your life, you're afraid. For the first time in your career, you're afraid. You're afraid to be standing here next to the man right now, brother. I can see it. I can see it in your eyes. I can feel it in your soul. I can hear the Hulkamaniacs all over the world. They're saying, Hulkster, Vader is the number one contender. He is the heavyweight, U.S. heavyweight champion. Are you?
Wait, Vader is the heavyweight, U.S. heavyweight champion?
It's almost like he tried to kick Hogan's leg out from his leg.
Oh, yeah. He definitely did the year-end version of the leg out of your leg here, which nobody ever talks about.
Afraid to wrestle Vader? Have you lost the will to be the best? Have you lost your desire? Have you lost your gut? Where's your soul? Are you going to stand up and be a man that you're supposed to be? Who is running this company, Mr. Buckwinkle? Hogan or you? I want to know, and I want an answer. Because, brother, you're looking at the man. I have no fear. I feel no pain. I am the number one contender. I am the U.S. champion. What else is there left for me to do, brother?
Look how fucking scared Jimmy is here.
Yeah, he's like...
You know how you kill a snake? You cut its head off, and it dies. And guess what, brother? Hulkamania dies with it. So I'm calling you out. Right now, punk. I'm calling you out. You don't love the Vader. Maybe you're right, brother. Maybe it's Vader time right now.
Holy shit, man. Grabbed Doug Dillinger's tie and punched him.
What do you think you are, Doug? Paul Orndorff?
Well, it was nice to see Doug at Cena's last match the other night.
Yeah.
The crowd.
Yeah, it was. And also it was nice to see, I'm thinking at least, Kevin Owens and at least has made at least peace with the Elias family. Because, I mean, Elijah was there, so.
Oh, yeah, Elijah was there. Although, you know what? It could have been like, you never know with Elias/Elijah's family. It could have been like one of his other relatives that was there for Cena's last match.
Yeah, for all we know, it could have been the often mentioned but never seen Elrod.
Yeah, it could have been.
And also, apparently, I think behind Elias, what was also Ming was there too.
Yes, Ming was there. Ming Haku was there. God bless him. Oh, man, I was so happy to see Ming there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so great. Oh. Yeah, every wrestling show should at least be pressed with the presence of Haku/Ming.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue this. Bro, look at the concern on freaking Alex Wright's face as Johnny's trying to pull Vader back.
Well, hey, I mean, he's the youngest wrestler from Germany, so he's never seen a. This is probably like all new hat to him, being part of a pull apart between Hogan and a pissed off Vader.
Oh, 450-pound man, yeah, because he's not used to like these big men here.
Yeah,
Maybe he's seen Otto once, but that's one thing.
Yeah.
Right now.
We need more security back there right now. We need to get more security back there right now.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We need to let Vader run wild.
Get out of the way. He's hitting everything. Get out of the way, please. Right now, get security out.
Doug, you're not doing fucking shit to stop this.
And we're left to Jerry Sykes staring down Vader.
Yeah, when Jerry's the last line of defense for the Hulkster, I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a lunatic. Look at Hogan. He's hiding behind everybody. He's hiding behind everyone.
It's not.
He is too.
Fans, once again, we apologize for this. It's nut.
This thing has Tony, Bobby Heenan, Nick Bockwinkel, get in here. Please. A little decorum, gentlemen. Yeah.
There's no question.
You're on the spot, Bockwinkel.
Vader he won the three-way match.
The triangle match.
The triangle match. He won the U.S. Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
His demands are legitimate. As many times as I have butted heads with this guy,
Bockwinkel.
you know that for a fact.
I don't think there's any room in any sport for somebody that acts like that.
But what he did here was out of line. But I mean,
Nick, that's enough. For Nick Bockwinkel is double talking me, more of that bureaucratic BS, and I don't know if I can take it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from back in the locker room that's upside down, let's get you back out to the arena.
Bureaucratic BS and upside down locker room.
Okay, so that's the show. So, all right, what do we have to say about Starrcade? Well, this is not one of the best Starrcades of all.
No, I mean, we had Bill after there on the Pro Wrestling This Week show. They're talking how Starrcade was the premier wrestling show over WrestleMania. This was not one to hang your hat on those laurels. It started fine with the surprisingly good Duggan and Vader match, and then it just kind of went off rails after that.
Yeah, it just fell off a cliff right afterwards. So, and Mr. T wrestling Kevin Sullivan. I mean, good God.
I mean, yeah, this is now if there was a wrestler versus boxer kind of thing, maybe it could have worked. Yeah, but just a straight out wrestling match. I mean, I was more interested in Sullivan pile driving Santa Claus than anything that was happening between him and Mr. T.
Well, we'll have one more show to go in this arc with Clash of the Champions 30 coming out from Las Vegas. And I can't wait to see Bobby get greeted with a sign that says, "Welcome, Blue Eyes."
Bow back at Caesar's Palace.
Oh, yeah, we'll be back at Caesar's. Oh, man, it's been like what? About 25 episodes since we were last at Caesar's for WrestleMania 9.
Yeah, it's hopefully a more positive experience for the Hogan Savage team this time.
Well, we can only hope. But in our next episode, Dane, we got college bowl season coming up. We got the college football playoffs starting in full swing. We're heading to New Year's Day, where we have all the college bowl games.
Yeah.
So what if we had a mixture of the college bowl games with pro wrestling?
Okay, that sounds like something that would be that sounds very esoteric for non-American wrestling fans, but for us here in North America who get to see it, I'm sure it could be something enjoyable.
Oh, yes. So, In our next episode of the Squared Circle Time Machine, we're going to go to the New Year's Day 1996 episode of Monday Night Raw for the first ever Raw Ball, where the winning team is going to get their own version of the Lombardi Trophy.
But it's not the Lombardi that you think it is.
Oh, no, it isn't. No, they're not going to have a trophy with Vince Lombardi's hat on it. No, no, it's not going to be. And it's going to be pretty funny when that happens, but trust me. Okay, next episode, the Raw Bowl from January 1st, 1996. And that's going to happen right here in the Squared Circle Time Machine. For Dane, I'm Greg. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. And we'll see you with that episode coming down the pipe real soon.
What am I looking for?
Pardon me?
Cousin Margie out west likes candles.
Candles.
Uncle Bob likes something brass.
Something brass.
And my sister-in-law, she doesn't like anything except flowers.
Maybe you're looking for this.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. What is it?
It's an FTD Brass and Blooms bouquet. Flowers, a candle, and a brass planer.
Oh, I knew that.
If you're looking for a special gift, just ask your florist to send a Brass and Blooms bouquet through FTD.